Welcome to a programme presenting some of my poetry in the actual locations referred to in the work. Come with me on a circular tour, and we begin in the beautiful Barmouth area. Perhaps it was a combination of the music, summer pressing through the window, the benefit of admitting truthfully that we cannot come to terms with loss. Perhaps that's what was to blame. Perhaps because I was in the company of the family on a holiday and then had to return to this world. Perhaps happiness is not meant for us all the time. Perhaps because I remember your purity and feel that I miss your presence in the rush of life. Maybe that's why everything crystallized today in just one tear. Angel, Ynys y Brawd, Barmouth. Beyond the sand's blinding stabbing, we must travel beyond the dunes to the island. Beyond the brittle shells that are shattered on life's concrete, the angel waits, like the sturdy coastline grass, her finger pointing to horizon beyond horizon. Her smile is like the assurance of old sunsets, reflected in the evening windows of the mainland. She beckons us like the soothing cry of the estuary bird that reverberates in our winters, echoes that have been stirring since the beginning. Crossing to the island, a horizon of possibilities are hidden in her wings, and their familiar mellow shuffling pacify our storm, the noisy bickering of the seagulls scrapping for the biggest piece of bread. The angel is hermit-like in candy-floss summer, her dialect unintelligible, but once the fierce currents are from both sides on the end of the winter line, she sits like a beacon of light, her rays winking at me. Once again she glances to the horizon, beyond horizon, and we can only begin to visualize priceless treasures that will eventually illuminate our pale vision. My grandfather, John Evans, lived at Eithin Fynydd Farm, and that's over the fields from here, Capel Egrin. And he recalled the revival of 1904 in his writing, and also wrote about the staggering horizon we see before us here. He used to cross the fields to this small chapel on a Sunday. He went on to win in the National Eisteddfod chairs in the 1950s for his strict meter poetry. His poem To Hands in 1952 and his poem The Dam in 1954. Chapel closing. New Salem lost its novelty. The roof was stripped in a day by Cheshire demolition. Where once stone upon stone had been dreamt, it all slid down the plank so smoothly, stealing the stained glass hue that gave the town chapel that country feel. There was more of a gang than the last congregation. People are hiding in the red streets who remember green fields embracing this place of worship, remembering being the first to be baptized here, and about the wedding photo on the piano. Thomas Williams Tanafron won't come to the vestry again, singing Welsh ditties for the Noson Lawen. And now there is a void, where once the path of life was promoted, and where the Holy Spirit was poured morning, afternoon, night. The red enticing off-license is open from 10 until 10, vodka promising to release our spirit. All parcelled into a very tidy void. The trace of the old path to the door, an ugly scar on next door's wall, the hectic traffic hurrying ahead, red wall, thorns and bleeding memories, where once green fields had tickled. Llangollen Bridge has witnessed many centuries and nationalities crossing it. It has bridged many divides. I particularly enjoy the colourful procession linked to every international Eisteddfod, when we do indeed feel blessed is a world that sings, gentle are its songs. Clearly the night that Pavarotti sang at Llangollen I was without a ticket and listened from